Giants fans, what's going on? You are watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green, and let's just get right into it. Daniel Jones has officially been placed on injured reserve and will be out for the remainder of the 2021 NFL season due to that neck injury. There's been a lot of murkiness around this injury. The Giants, they haven't been very clear, and now we finally get the news that he will be out for the season after just missing the last 3 games and hoping that he would eventually be cleared for contact. Jordan Renan, he broke the news. He said this: the Giants are shutting down Daniel Jones for the remainder of the season because of his neck injury. A premature end to his 3rd professional season. There is optimism the injury is not expected to affect Jones's long-term future. And that last part is the most important part to me. Because, look, anytime you're dealing with a neck injury, you have to be cautious, you have to be careful, and you don't want to have to rush anyone back out there, and I applaud the Giants for doing that. But that last sentence, there's optimism. The injury is not expected to affect Jones's long-term future. So hold your fingers crossed, and let's hope that DJ will be back next year. Also, in somewhat of a surprising fashion, the senior vice president of the head athletic training for the New York Giants, they released a statement. He said this: over the course of the past few weeks, Daniel has been examined by Dr. Frank Camisa of Hospital for Special Surgery and Dr. Robert Watkins of the Marina Spine Center at Marina Del Rey Hospital. Our medical team has continued to consult with Dr. Camisa and Dr. Watkins regarding Daniel's condition and symptoms. And at this point, Daniel has not been cleared for contact. We felt the prudent decision was to place Daniel on injured reserve for the remainder of the season. With continued rest and treatment, we expect a full recovery. That last sign, that feels great. The Giants and their trainers, they say they expect a full recovery, and all Giants fans should be in agreement on this one. We want Daniel Jones to be healthy. You may not think he's good. You may think he sucks. But I think as humans, we should always hope the best for people, and hopefully, like the Giants say, he will have a full recovery and not experience neck injuries or neck problems for the remainder of his life. And that's always good for Daniel Jones. But let me know. I want to know where you guys stand on this one. Daniel Jones, there's some haters, there's some lovers. I think Daniel Jones is good enough to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Dan Jones, I do not feel that way. Good is Daniel. Bad is Dan. And I always say with Daniel Jones, his good is good enough to be good in this league. His bad is bad enough for him to be wearing a headset and listen to the offensive coordinator call plays. But get your votes in. Should Daniel Jones be the starter next year? Type S for starter, type B for backup. And guys, this is why you hit that big red button. I promise you, we will be the first video out on YouTube breaking down this Daniel Jones injury, and that's because we had a whole other show planned for you guys and scripted, and then Jordan Renan dropped the Woj bomb that Daniel Jones is out for the season, so we shifted, and now we're talking Daniel Jones because that's what we do here on New York Giants Now. We react to news, breaking news, injuries, trade rumors, Daniel Jones being out. We're going to have a video up ASAP. So join the family, and if you're looking for a channel on YouTube that does nothing but cover the Giants, this is your one-stop shop, so go down and hit that big red button. The show that was planned for today, we were going to talk about Lorenzo Carter, and we still are going to talk about these guys. We're going to talk about the great game by Lorenzo Carter. We're going to talk about Saquon Barkley and what he had to say following the loss yesterday for the Cowboys. We're going to talk about if they should start Jake Fromm or Mike Glennon, and we're also going to talk about other stuff. But let's get right into what Saquon Barkley had to say following the loss. They asked him what he's got to do to get back on track. He said this: what do I got to do? I don't know. I got to figure it out. If I had the answer, I think I would be playing a lot better, to be completely honest. But at the end of the day, it's going back to trusting myself, trusting the team, trusting the line, coming to work every single day, and push myself, push the guys around me. Like I think I've said before, I'm a big believer that the things you want to accomplish only happen if you work for it. Everything that I want to happen in my career is still out there. I'm still young in my career. The season is still not over. So just every single day, just go out there and attack it and try to get better. My wish is make Saquon Barkley great again. Because a lot of you guys, when I do videos talking about Saquon Barkley trade rumors, it's, Marshall, why are you hating on Saquon Barkley? Guys, I don't hate on Saquon Barkley. I absolutely love this guy. I bought this jersey. This ain't no cheap AliExpress jersey. That's stitched. I spent good money on this. I love Saquon Barkley. I want him to work because when he's healthy, he's great. What he did in his rookie year cannot be produced by many other humans on the planet. But Saquon Barkley, since his rookie year, injury after injury, and this year, he has not produced like he should. We'll show you these numbers right now, what hidden his stats, and say the difference between Barkley and Booker's stats. I mean, guys, is it hard to say who's been a better running back this year? Devontae Booker, he's averaging 4.5 yards per carry. Saquon Barkley, 3.7 yards per carry. They both have 2 total touchdowns. Saquon averages a little bit more yards per game, but he also has gotten more carries in a shorter sample size. He's played less, 115 to 113. But Devontae Booker, it just seems like when he's in the game, he reads the holes better. He gets downhill. He leads with his helmet. Saquon Barkley, he always tries to hit the home run, but that's what makes him great, and that's why I'm not totally out on Saquon Barkley. Yesterday against the Cowboys, I saw that quick twitch. I saw him make plays that he's not supposed to make. But this is my beef with Saquon Barkley. Just because you can make a crazy one-handed catch and you make plays you're not supposed to, that doesn't mean that you're not supposed to make the plays that you're supposed to make. You're supposed to get the 3 yards per carry. Saquon Barkley, I believe in him. I want to believe in him. I love Saquon Barkley. There was so much fun in watching him produce as a rookie. I love him. I want him to be great again. So the Giants, please make Saquon Barkley great again. But you guys just saw the numbers on screen. I want to ask you guys, who's been a better running back so far this season? Type SB for Saquon Barkley or type DB for Devontae Booker. As we all know, it is the holiday season, and there's nothing worse than cheering on a losing franchise like we do with the Giants and not being swagged up. So look on screen. This awesome Giants quarter zip is 50% off. I know some of you haven't done your Christmas shopping yet, and that's okay because I still got some stuff to do. This may not be here on Christmas, but it will still be here in time to give it to a loved one. So go to just chatsports.com/GiantsZip. That link is the way that you will get 50% off. You got to go to that link. And a shout out to our friends Fanatics. You have to use that link, and you can get this Giants quarter zip for 50% off. I want to talk about Lorenzo Carter and what he was able to do yesterday. Yesterday was one of the first times that I saw him pop in a very long time. 4 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. He had the strip sack on Dakota Prescott. He looked really, really good. And this was really his first good game of the 2021 campaign. He's got 2 sacks on the season. He had 2 sacks yesterday. But last year is when I fell in love with Lorenzo Carter. He only played 5 games due to that Achilles injury, and that's one of those injuries that it takes a while to get back from. You don't just come back and be the same player right away. And he came back really quick, so I do want to give credit to Lorenzo Carter. But what I saw from him in his first 5 games of the 2020 season, 15 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. He played really good in that game. I am still all in on Lorenzo Carter. I think he's a guy that the Giants can build around. I don't think he's an every down pass rusher, but I do think he is a guy that can be a piece in a Patrick Graham-led defense. Him on one side, Azeez Ojulari on another, maybe Leonard Williams. He'll be back, of course, next year, and maybe you add a pass rusher or 2 in the NFL draft coming up. I think Lorenzo Carter deserves a spot on this franchise, and he's going to be a free agent this season. I think the Giants should sign him. What do you think they should do? Sound off for me. You tell me. This show is built off of audience interaction. I want to see the comment section lit up on this question because I know a lot of you have hated on Lorenzo Carter. So let me know. Should the Giants re-sign Zoe Carter? Type Y for yes or type N for no. Jake Fromm, he finally got to see his first action in the NFL and his first snaps with Big Blue. He came in with, 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. He started off 4 for 4, finished the game 6 of 12, but there was 3 drop passes, and he also threw 2 passes out of the end zone, which were 50-50 balls for Kenny Golladay. Kind of one of those balls where it was like, I'm going to put it in a spot where Kenny Golladay can get it or absolutely nobody can get it. And that's not what Mike Glennon did when he threw a pass right to Trayvon Diggs when it was intended for Kenny Golladay. I like what I saw from Jake Fromm, and there is no reason for him not to start the rest of the season. What do you have to lose at this point? Daniel Jones is officially out, so he's not going to play anymore. Mike Glennon, we know what Mike Glennon is, and I don't think he'll be a New York Giants next year. I don't think Jake Fromm is a franchise quarterback, and I hope all of you out there don't think that. But I do think Jake Fromm may have a spot in this league being a backup quarterback, and maybe the Giants could find their guy in Jake Fromm. I don't think he's automatically earned that spot, But in my opinion, he deserves to be back under center this week, calling the shots for Big Blue. But pick a starter for me. Who do you want to start next week versus the Philadelphia Eagles? Type MG for Mike Glennon or type JF for Jake Fromm. I want to see all you in the comments, so sound off for me. Type MG for Mike Glennon or JF for Jake Fromm. I also want to give a round of applause for Leonard Williams. A lot of people hate on Lenny, but he is an Iron Man. He has never missed a game in his NFL career. And last week, following that triceps injury, which some called an elbow injury, he clarified it as a tricep injury, that he was going to be out for the season. And it sucked because he's probably been our most consistent player all year, and he hadn't missed a game. But what do you know? He goes out there and he produces. To go out there in the brace, the heavy, bulky brace that he was wearing against the Dallas Cowboys, with an injury that very easily could have knocked him out for the season. I mean, you're playing for a team that has 4 wins and has no shot to make the playoffs. Most people would hang it up, call it quits, and get ready for next season. And that's why I love Leonard Williams. He's a dog. He has a bulldog mentality. He's a soldier. He's built of steel, and he is just a hard worker, and I think he really fits into this team. 3 tackles, 2 QB pressures, 1 QB hit, and 1 hurry. He was in the backfield all game long, and he was playing like he was healthy, and that's why I love him, because he loves this team, and he wants to produce for this team. So smash the like button if you respect Leonard Williams for playing yesterday. He easily could have hung it up. He easily could have sat out, got his money, because it's guaranteed at this point. He didn't have to play, but he went out there. He put on the New York Giants Big Blue jerseys. He went out there and played for you guys and played for his teammates. That's why I love Leonard Williams. So like this video if you respect Leonard Williams for playing yesterday. I want to try something new for all of you guys. And if you're still watching at this point in the video, I know you're a real one because not a lot of people finish these videos. So I want to give credit to all the loyal watchers and the loyal commenters of New York Giants Now. So if you made it this far in the comments, comment your birthday down below. A lot of people are going to be in the comments like, why are these random people commenting their birthdays? But you'll know because you made it this far in the video, and I promise you for everybody that comments their birthday, I have a special treat for all of you in the next New York Giants Now. My birthday, 10/19/94. Format it in that style if you can, or do it however you want. Just if you're a real one, like you are if you made it this far, comment your birthday down below. And while you're down there, I'll have a link to my Twitter in the comments and description of this video. Click on it. Give me a follow. I'm tweeting about the Giants all day, every day. I'm a New York Giants fan. I don't just cover them because I get paid to. I bleed and die with this New York Giants franchise. My happiness depends on how well the Giants play. And right now, coming into work on Monday morning after that loss to the Cowboys where I got to sit right next to 3 Cowboys fans, I was pissed off. So cheer me up, hit me up on Twitter, give me a follow, and send me a DM so I know you came from this video.